Yo, welcome back everybody to my channel. I am Justin Colby, and on this video we're going to be talking about how to find and how to buy foreclosed property. This is going to be really important here in the coming future. Pay attention and check it out. What is up everybody? Welcome back to my channel. I am Justin Colby, and on this channel we talk about three things: real estate, entrepreneurship, and business. And so hopefully this channel is a channel you subscribe to. So I'd highly suggest to hit the subscribe button. Also, if you're liking my videos, smash the like button and make sure your notifications are on so you know when I drop all 3 videos a week. Today, guys, is a very close subject to my own heart, as I personally was foreclosed on. I don't know how many of you guys have been following me over the years. I have a podcast called The Science of Flipping that I've talked in depth about this tragedy that I went through, and I know millions and millions and millions of others have also gone through the foreclosure process, but I myself went through this. And so this is something that is close to my heart because I went through it. And now as a real estate investor, I personally have bought hundreds of pre-foreclosures and or foreclosures down at the county foreclosure steps. And so let's talk a little bit about this, but just so you guys know, I came from a broke, busted, and disgusted scenario myself. 14 years later, I have flipped over 1,800 properties. I'm doing it now in 7 different states and 10 different cities, and I continue to run a very successful wholesaling and flipping business, and I'm buying 2 to 4 rental properties each and every month. If that's something that actually appeals to you, you're trying to break into the real estate business, just go to my website, thescienceofflipping.com. There's a ton of free resources, but most importantly, let me see if I can help you and actually coach you to get to the finish line. There's a simple button that says fill out the application. Fill out an application. One of my advisors will get with you to see if I'm a good coach for you, if you're a good fit for my coaching, and we'll go for there. So thescienceofflipping.com. Now, let's get into the subject matter, as most people will say, well, isn't there a foreclosure tsunami coming? And I would say, maybe. We're not exactly certain here, and if you watched any of my previous videos over the last coming weeks and months, I can tell you that the banks don't know what to do and the government doesn't know what to do. And given that neither party knows what to do, we will see how this all shakes out. But I will tell you that the fundamentals of real estate and economics would tell you, yes, there is going to be a flood of foreclosure properties. And so let's talk about where to find them. Well, the county recorder's office is the first place. If you have no other resources, you can find them down at the county recorder's office. We here in Phoenix, and I know in many other states, have foreclosure auctions each and every day here in Phoenix. I know in multiple other states that they will happen maybe one day a month, maybe one day a week. Here in Phoenix, we have them every single day. Now here's the shocker. When I was buying from the foreclosure auction steps, I actually was, there was hundreds of homes going to auction every day. Hundreds. Now there's like 8, 10, 7 a day. So there's relatively no foreclosures going on right now. That doesn't mean this isn't a video you should be paying attention to, because there will be those opportunities. Now, some of the major opportunities going to be in the front end, which would be pre-foreclosures. Those are people that have a loan, a bank loan, and they've started missing some of these payments, and they will get a notice of default, and then essentially the bank will go through their process of foreclosing on them. Now, we all know the foreclosure moratorium has been in place for quite some time now, but it doesn't mean these people aren't in pain. Meaning, if they aren't paying their mortgage, that usually means they haven't been able to keep their job, they don't have any more income, and so they're in a position that they need to make a decision because the looming fact of foreclosure is on the horizon. So for you, finding a list of pre-foreclosed property, and the tool I use is PropStream. So if you just go to tsofdata.com, PropStream will give you 7 days for free so that you can start trying out PropStream. If you use promo code TSOF, they'll actually also give you 7 days and allow you to download a list of 10,000 pre-foreclosures in your market. Again, tsofdata.com, promo code TSOF, you will get a download of 10,000 pre-foreclosures and you will be able to use it for free for 7 days. So that's the provider I use when pulling lists. So again, I would go into the market that I want to be in. I would pull the list of the pre-foreclosures. I would then take that and I would actually upload that up to batch skip tracing. So if you go to tsofbatch.com, tsofbatch.com, and then I would skip trace them. I would get everyone's phone number and I would start calling. Now here's a little bit of a secret, and I've done a lot of trainings about this and I go over this in depth in my coaching, but you don't want to call these people and say, hey, Mrs. Seller, looks like you're broke and you're about to go to foreclosure. Do you want to sell? That is not what you want to be doing here. You simply want to reach out to these individuals, be of value to them and say, hey, I'm looking to buy a home in the area. I'm a local investor. Do you or anyone you know are thinking about selling or want to sell? Something as simple as that. They don't need you to poke them in a soft spot with a red hot iron because you know they're going through the pre-foreclosure process. So again, just reaching out to them, letting them know you're looking to buy will start the conversation of whether they want to go down the road or not. All right, so just because someone's in pre-foreclosure doesn't mean that they're in a big loss yet per se. Now here's the reality. Over the last 2, 3, 4, 5 years, actually a decade, our real estate market has been appreciating. And so just because someone's in a position right now that they're going through either pre-foreclosure or they're about to hit foreclosure doesn't mean they're gonna lose a bunch of money. As a matter of fact, you might be in a position to buy it at a point because of the amount of equity that they have that you can actually get them money out of the transaction. Now that wasn't always the case. There used to be these scenarios that essentially these people are gonna end up walking away, they're gonna lose all the money that they've put into the home. Now, because of appreciation, like a home essentially could have a loan for the home for $100,000, but now the home might be worth $150. Well, now why would someone not just list the property on the MLS? Well, they could. That could be another way that you find foreclosures or pre-foreclosures is on the MLS. But if you do what I just suggested, which was pull a list, get on the phone with them, go use batch, tsofbatch.com will bring you to batch skip tracing, call them. Now, they may just say, hey, I'm gonna list the property, and that's fine too. That's another way for you to find it. But ultimately, what you might be able to do is say, hey, if you work with me, I'll make this thing quick. You won't be in a position to lose your home to foreclosure, and you actually will be able to just exit this, put some cash in your pocket and move on, rather than taking the hit of a foreclosed property, banging your credit up, which likely already was binged up, but you now actually can give them a check in their pocket within 10, 14, 15, 20, 30 days. That won't be the same scenario on the MLS. So with that in mind, you actually now can be a huge value to you or to them, and then they can move on with their lives. As I just mentioned, one of the other ways to find these properties is the MLS. You have the courthouse steps, you have the list provider, PropStream, and that's really the way that I would go on and try to find these individuals. Now, will there be a flood of REOs, which would be when the bank already foreclosed and took the home back in their name? The answer is maybe. So I'm not going to use a lot of time to talk about bank-owned homes, REOs here, because I think the real gold here is finding people in pre-foreclosure. They may not be in need yet, but if you do your job as a real estate investor and continue to talk to them, you will find that at some point they will have to either catch up all of those back payments, which most people can't do, or they're gonna actually say, hey, I am interested in selling, and start working with you. Now, why is this of value to everybody? Well, for real estate investors, this is where you can find some of your best flips, some of your best wholesale deals, and honestly, some of your best rental properties. Usually you can get it at a great price point, the home's in great condition because they lived in it, and it could be a great rental for your portfolio. It's actually something we are focusing on as a moment in time. So hopefully you guys have really enjoyed this. If you do, please smash that like button. Make sure you're subscribed to my channel and turn on your notifications. If you are interested at all working directly with me on your real estate investing business, head over to thescienceofflipping.com, fill out the quick, simple, free form, and well, one of my advisors will talk to you and see if we're a right fit, but I'm happy to have a conversation and see if I can get you to the next level. I'll see you on the next video. Peace.